very effective. That's the problem. That's why I want to do the Todd blaster on him so that he works shit. This game is like so impossible, Jim. No, the game isn't impossible. It's just the curve is fucking like huge. How did you lose 3 mugs? How is it theoretically impossible though?
Restart.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
No, that's Swifty. He's one of the old school guys from 360 Days. Yeah, we played fucking Rainbow Six together. Because Charles is always recruit when we play fucking Rainbow Six. He buys like other characters. Yeah, and he always team kills me. Like, hey, Loz, can I just check? And then bam, and then I'm dead. Light speed is theoretically impossible to fly at. Well, no, it isn't. Because the speed of light has a defined speed. If you go faster than that, yeah. No, your mass doesn't become infinite, Jim. The speed of light has a definite speed of like 1 trillion billion miles an hour. So if you go faster than 1 trillion billion miles an hour, you're beating the speed of light, but you're still not going everywhere at once. It's not warp 10. You're not fucking breaking the laws of quantum physics. Which one was it from, though? Yes, thank you, Tempest. I'm not the only nerd in this fucking room. Yeah, the warp 10 experiments. Yeah. So it's apparently the speed of light is 186,000 miles an hour. That doesn't sound right. 186 million miles an hour or per second. Oh, 3 times the 10 to the up bracket pointy arrow to 8 per second. I don't know what that means in actual real term, JB. Unfortunately, I don't do math very well. Yeah, it's simple GCSE physics, except for I got a D in GCSE fucking maths. And physics, well, that was like crazy. What's that in actual math?
Yay, charge the weapon.
3 times to the power of 8. Oh, 3 times 10 to the power of 8. Still doesn't mean this is like flying over my head. So 300 million meters a second. I think. It's 300 and then 6 zeros. Sounds right. 300 million. Yeah, 300 million meters a second. I'm guessing that's meters and not miles. I forgot that this fucking. Stop listening. Stop listening. Stop listening. I'm back on the old settings. I turned Cortana off because she just fucking lags out the console. But yeah, if you can travel faster than that, which is not theoretically impossible to do, we are just crazy. Who the fuck? Yeah, we just can't do it. So Jim's quoting something here. If an object tries to travel at 186,000 miles per second, its mass becomes infinite, and so does the energy required to move it. For this reason, no normal object can travel fast or faster than the speed of light. Well, that's not strictly true, because eventually we'll find a way of getting around that problem.
Yeah, not in our lifetime, probably.
Yeah. Because if light can travel at that speed, there are things that are faster than the speed of light. Yeah, well, light has no mass, but still, eventually you can exceed that, because gravitational pull in the space is only relative to where you're close to. If you get to an open part of space where there is no gravitational pull whatsoever, which there are parts and pockets of, you will go fast enough to fucking go past the speed of light. But as soon as you hit those pockets, then mass becomes a problem again. But it's a starting point to start on doing something like that. Sublight is definitely a thing, though. You could definitely get close to the speed of light.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
But this is all theoretical, because... Oh, a photon has mass, apparently.
Frameshift drive charging.
But, Einstein said he... Yeah, but Jim... He doesn't know for sure. And scientists are working on stuff that have already disproven some of Einstein's theories. Yeah. People have already teleported like fucking protons from one side of the world to the other, like a transporter from fucking Star Trek. Took them an hour to do it, but they fucking did it. And that was deemed to be impossible and just a pipe dream and never going to happen. Although apparently if you were to actually teleport a person, it would take 3 million years with our current computing technology, and it's not guaranteed to work when it goes to the other end. Yeah. Faster objects moves, the greater its mass. This only becomes noticeable when an object moves really quickly. If it moves 10% at the speed of light, for example, its mass will be only 5% more than normal, but if it moves at 9%, its mass will be double. But how do people know this? Exactly. This is why the theory doesn't make sense, because you can't say it's definitive because there's no fucking proof. I'm disproving fucking Einstein's theory live tonight. It's bullshit. People will go faster than the speed of light. It's gonna fucking happen. Not in our lifetime, but it's gonna fucking happen.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Because Einstein didn't actually go to space to do any experiments there. They've already said that if you could push... Oh, fuck, what was it? They said like a low-powered fucking rocket. You could basically infinitely accelerate with it. Through space. Yeah, but it was like you use the smallest amount to get you moving really fast, and then you just slowly increment that up. Said it'd take like 10 or 15 years to get to like the fastest speed it'd ever get to, but it could be possible. So sublight is very possible, and then when you get sublight, then people will work on making it quicker. Then they will work on making it quicker. Then it'll make on the mass.
Fuel scooping.
No, I can't. It was like ion drive or something like that. It was something, I can't remember exactly what it was called. There you go. And it would basically... Well, no, I think it would convert to... Yeah, it's like it'd use X radiation to make Y propulsion. And that would, like, infinitely power itself faster and faster and faster. But the rate it would do it at was, like, crazy slow. So they said it wouldn't happen, it wouldn't be like fucking Warp 9, Mr. Zulu straight away. It would be like Warp 9 in about 500 years. But it would happen. So... I'm glad I'm not the only person who's heard of this fucking science tech. Because they were looking at it to get people to Mars and stuff quicker. But they had to disprove it because they said it would take too long for it to reach its top speed. And then by the time it reaches its top speed, they have to figure out how to slow it down, and then they're already past Mars. Thank you.
Fuel scooping.
Yeah, he was born in 1879, and although he's got some very good Earth-based physics and stuff going out, the whole space physics things, really, he's only having a stab at based on our physics. And yes, if we went, the faster we go on Earth, the more the mass will be. But in space, friction is a whole different fucking object. Mass is only relative to a gravitational pull. Well, they're already working on deflector technology to fucking deflect things already. And yeah. Right, so Jim. Yes, Yuri Gagarin was the first man in space in 1961. What the fuck has that got to do with science? Yes, he was an astronaut. Yes, he went in space. Yes. Yeah. Friction doesn't occur in space, so the fucking mass problem is not as bad. Because the mass won't get more friction forced upon it. Gravity is the force that would affect you, yes. That's the only problem that they would have to start with, is the gravitational pulls from nearby planets. So friction wouldn't be a problem in space. Basically, light speed will happen, just not today. This is why I like space travel and stuff like this. I'm such a nerd with this. No, but why are you saying that mass is doubling? Mass would only double if there was a force exerting it and causing it to happen. Just because you're putting a thruster behind it and you're putting the thruster to go faster, why would the thruster make the mass more? In space where there's no friction, that's not a problem. In Earth, where we have wind speed and fucking air and all resistance molecules
Drag.
and shit, and gravity and stuff like that, that would cause friction, drag, and make the mass double. Yeah. So why is it a problem in space? Weight is a force due to gravity. Right. Your mass on the moon is the same as your mass on Earth. Yeah, no, the weight isn't. But I don't... Mass is a constant. So why would it double the faster you go? That doesn't make sense. That's what Jim's telling me. It doubles the mass the faster you go. Doesn't fucking do it. You just told me it doesn't. Because the mass is the same no matter where you are. So no matter how fast you're going, your mass is the fucking same. No, it's just... He's fucking basically telling me that I'm wrong because I'm right.
Orbital flight engaged.
Now mass is measured in inertia. And you're using resistance, which is friction. Space doesn't have friction. Resistance isn't a problem. Yeah, I know my mass isn't the same as yours. No, but Jim, the speed of light isn't infinity. The speed of light isn't infinity, Jim. This is what I'm getting at. The speed of light is definable and measurable, which means it's not infinity. You can't measure something that goes infinity, Jim. Which is why you can go faster than the speed of light. Because if you couldn't measure it... Why does your mass become infinite, though? It doesn't make sense. Why would your mass become infinite? Apparently mass is... So, Jim's saying mass is measured in inertia. I'm going backwards. It No, but it's basically, I'm arguing one thing which could be or couldn't be true, and Jim's arguing the other thing which could or couldn't be true, and we're both saying it's fucking true. But there's no way to fucking know, so don't say it's fucking impossible, because it isn't. Because no one has tried it. Life finds a way.
Docking permission authorized. You may proceed to landing pad 04.
Because a lot of the tech that's come from today has come from, like, pipe dreams and impossibilities that people thought weren't real. And then, hey, fucking microwaves came from fucking Star Trek and stuff like that. Tablet computers, Star Trek. All these, like, random things that you wouldn't think were real, that are becoming real. Yes, arsenic's real as well. God damn it. I've got stuck on something. There we go. So... Yes?